My name is Elias, and I am going to teach you how to do a hang 5. This isn't going to be a trick that you're going to be able to watch this video and be able to do right away as soon as you get done. It does take time. It is one of the somewhat most frustrating tricks to learn, but once you get it, I promise you it's a lot easier than even doing manuals. If you can do manuals, you can do hang 5s. It's just kind of, if you're trying them and learning them, you have to keep trying them and learning them. You can't just try them for a few days and just decide you're not going to be, you don't know how to do it, so just stop. So, one thing is that's definitely going to help you out is your seat height. Now, I mean, you can have a slam seat if you want, but it is going to make it a little bit more difficult. You don't have to have your seat super high. I have mine about maybe 1.5 inches, the seat post kind of showing, so it's not like super high, but it's not slammed. It's just going to help you to have your butt on your seat, because that's definitely the main thing to a hang 5. You have to be pretty much technically sitting on your seat while you're in a hang 5. Other than that, you are going to have to know how to kind of bail. Like if you've tried nose manuals, you know how to be able to jump off over your handlebars. So bailing from a hang 5 is definitely a lot easier than bailing from a nose manual, and a lot less scarier. Pretty much what you just want to do is just, as you feel yourself going a little bit too forward, push your arms down and push your bike right between your legs, and the foot that you're using to balance yourself with, just step right over the bike and your bike will go right behind you. As far as learning it, what I did first is just picking up my bike. I wouldn't hop into the hang 5, I would just be riding and then pick my bike up and then try to balance. And the reason why I suggest to just kind of put your foot on the peg and then lift up first is because whenever you're learning and you're trying to hop, bunny hop, put your foot on the peg, find your balance spot, it's definitely a lot harder. I think it's more frustrating than just putting your foot on the peg, lifting up your bike, and finding your balance point. Starting a hang 5 like this by just putting your front foot on your peg and just lifting into it is kind of just the same way whenever you're learning manuals, whenever you're just riding along and picking your front wheel up just to kind of get used to being on your back wheel and finding your balance point. Same concept here. Once you find your balance point, you'll then be able to hop or bunny hop and jump in and get your balance point. Because every time you hop in, it's going to be a little different. You're probably going to be a little bit leaning too much forward, too much back, but you know where your balance point is. So that's what I would recommend first. Find your balance point and then learn how to hop in. So when you first start trying to find your balance point for a hang 5, you don't have to lean as far as forward as you would in a nose manual. A hang 5 is definitely a lot more relaxed position. While I'm in a hang 5, you can definitely notice that my arms are almost more or less straight. I do have a slight bend to my arms sometimes, and I do bend my arms more if I am leaning a little bit too far forward, as well as bringing my right leg back to kind of counterbalance me going over the bars. Pushing my handlebars down brings the back end of my bike up, which will bring the seat to my butt and the nose of the seat in between my legs, which will give me just a lot more control of the bike and will prevent the back end of the bike from swinging left or right, which will cause you to lose control of the hang 5. Now, as far as hopping into the hang 5, which some may be the scariest part of learning how to hang 5, is just getting used to bunny hopping, taking your front foot off, and then putting it on the front end of your bike, which is the reason why I recommend finding and knowing your balance point first, rather than trying to learn everything all at once, hopping in and finding your balance point. Because whenever you know where your balance point is, it makes you that more confident whenever you hop into it, because you know where you need to be when you get onto your front peg. And now to finish off the trick by completing it by hopping right back onto your pedals. When you're first learning the trick and you're getting right back onto your bike from a hang 5, it's not always going to be pretty. It's sometimes going to be sketchy when you're first learning, because you're still trying to figure out your balance point and getting back onto your bike whenever you're finishing the hang 5. Which is the reason why I would recommend sessioning just random manual pads, just something like I've been sessioning on the video, to learn the trick. So worst case scenario, you can just kind of just ride off on your seat or jump over your bars and it not being that scary since you're not going off any sort of ledge or anything like that. For me, what I like to do is I kind of like to compress myself, compress my arms, compress my legs. Then when I'm ready to complete the hang 5, I know where my pedal should be, so I take my foot off, the one that I have on my peg, and as my feet are going back to my pedals, I lift up on my arms to land flat or just a little bit back tire heavy. Okay, so that's going to be it for this how-to. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments below if you have any other questions or anything like that. And just remember, this is not a trick that you're going to learn in one day, so you got to keep on trying. It is going to be frustrating. It is going to take a while. It's going to take a couple days, couple weeks. But if you keep on trying, you'll definitely get it. You can message me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'll leave everything right here. So if you have any other questions, you can definitely ask me there. If there's any other tricks that you want to see a how-to about, definitely message me or leave a comment below, and I'll try to film a how-to, a pretty detailed how-to on how to do that trick, if I can at least do it myself. So, thanks again for watching. Like, comment, and share with a friend that you're trying to learn this hang 5 with. Thank you.